I used to admire the kids who got Lunchables at
Me
school.
too. And everybody else pulled out a Lunchable during lunch. And
Yeah.
I was embarrassed to pull out the. Hey guys, welcome to Honey Hearts. I'm Sandra.
And I'm V.
Here we talk about stories that are sometimes heartwarming or heartbreaking. Let's get into today's story.
Dun dun.
So today we have a story about a husband and wife who have their daily routine. But what happens when one partner wants to break that routine? Are they possibly an a-hole? What do you guys think? Today's story comes from r/Am I the a-hole? Am I the a-hole for refusing to make breakfast for my partner? My partner and I live together with our 2 young kids. We both work 9 to 5 teleworking from home. Every weekday, I wake up an hour before everyone else to pack their lunches, make coffee, prepare medications, and prep breakfast for the morning for me and the kids. I used to prep breakfast for my partner too. More on that in a minute.
I mean, as a foodie here, I would have to say I would be a little peeved if my partner wasn't making breakfast for me, but was making breakfast for everyone else. But I'll hold my judgment until we hear the rest.
Let's see. I then get my kids up, fed, clothed, and ready for the day and bring them to school. I then come home and take care of our myriad of animals before I start work on my laptop. Somewhere in there, I might eat a piece of toast and drink tea in a travel mug to save time. My partner rarely wakes up before I'm almost out the door with the kids. Often not until I start work. When they do get up, my significant other makes it a point to ask me to make them breakfast. A bit of backstory. I used to prep my significant other's breakfast like I do the kids in the morning, but since my significant other wasn't getting up until later, they would get mad at me for giving cold food. They like a toasted bagel with cold cuts.
That's so specific. I'm sorry. I'm just imagining like a princess like being snuggled up in bed going like just waking up and going, where are my bagels and cold cuts?
That would be you though.
It would be me. I would be so grouchy.
Okay. Then I would make my significant other food when they woke up, which generally meant stopping whatever I was doing at work to tend to them when they needed it. Then I got fed up of feeling flustered at work and a bit resentful at having to take care of all the morning responsibilities myself when they were supposed to be there. I told my partner that my work time is my work time, even if I'm at home, to treat it as if I am in the office. If they want breakfast made, they would have to wake up with everyone else and eat with us. So she was willing, like OP was willing to make breakfast if they woke up earlier.
Yeah. Does it say like, oh, wait, actually, is there more to the story? Oh, wait. I'm just getting anxious.
My significant other told me it's my job to make breakfast and I am choosing not to do my job by not feeding them. A little entitled there. That it's my fault for not waking them up because I know how hard it is for them to wake up on their own. I told my significant other that they are a grown adult like me and should be responsible for finding something that works for them to get themselves up on time to do their morning responsibilities and have breakfast with the family. I did not want to be their alarm clock. My partner notes that I wake the kids up for breakfast so I can wake them up too. I said they are dependents and my partner is not. Given we both work at home, this is a frequent issue between us. Am I being too harsh? Can you please help me figure out if I'm the a-hole? Edit. In response to comments, my partner believes it is my responsibility to make breakfast as that is one of my assigned chores. I do all the meals, meal prep, groceries, among other chores other than breakfast on Sundays. My significant other's understanding is that I make sure everyone eats breakfast. My understanding is that I make breakfast for those available at breakfast time. My significant other has their own chores, laundry, grass mowings, cleaning the house, etc. I don't understand why significant other cannot just get their own breakfast. They're both work from home.
Yeah, I think it's like I can see that they both have different definitions, I guess. So both of them define breakfast time differently. One is everyone gets fed no matter what, and the other is
everyone at the table
gets
in the
fed.
morning.
Yeah, gets fed. I honestly think there should be some compromise. I think partners should, sorry, you gotta march to the beat of the family drum and wake up at the same time. Because I don't think it's fair. Because I can see how, okay, if you're in the zone and you're doing things and you're working, you don't want to then like kind of have the feeling of, oh, being yanked back. I have to go and do breakfast again because one person didn't wake up.
Well, I don't know. I think there's like 2 ways to go about it. So one I mentioned earlier, the partner could just make their own breakfast.
Yeah. Oh, they could also do that. Yeah.
Breakfast is one of the easiest things to make on your own. And then number 2, I mean, if OP really was willing to make breakfast, if their partner was at the table, I guess in a way OP could just make like an extra portion if it's not too crazy.
But I think OP has done that before, but then the partner complains that the food got cold.
Oh, true.
So here's the thing. I think it's fair game if they made you a portion and set it aside for you. I think that is the compromise. You eat it and you heat it up later.
Air fry it.
Yeah. Do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
They
Bake
already
it,
made
air
it.
fry it.
And it's a freaking big old cold cuts.
Come on. It's meant to be cold.
Yeah. I'm heating up a cold cut. But then on the other hand, I understand the irrational emotions of honestly a partner that wants to be babied. I'll say it.
Keyword irrational.
Yes. Okay. Kind of exposing myself there. But I'm the type where if my partner is offering to make me food, right? I mean, let me rise from my slumber like a little princess and march to the kitchen and get my food. But here's the thing. I'm willing to wake up for it though. I don't expect my partner to then kind of change everything. It's nice if they want to, but it's just not fair if they're already doing that for me and I won't even take a half step to meet them in the middle.
Just make your own breakfast.
I love how you keep saying this, and my option is, no, just get up earlier so you don't have to make your breakfast.
Well, okay, so those are the two, like, I think the most reasonable options is
absolutely
either you wake up with the family and it's guaranteed breakfast, or you make your own and that's also guaranteed breakfast. But I just don't get it. You both are home. I don't understand why one person is assigned all the meals.
Well, I guess that's just how they chose to.
And like, what happens when someone wants a snack? Does this specific person, is that person assigned to get that snack for whoever wants a snack? There's got to be some flexibility here.
Yeah, I don't think it's you and your partner, right? It's not like this is a person that you hired in your home to prepare the meals. There should be some level of, I think, leniency and flexibility in the terms. Because if you're going to start to get mad at each other for, in my opinion, this is kind of a nitty-gritty type of thing.
Yeah.
It's almost like, okay, for example, if say one of them, their job is to do laundry, right? But someone forgets a dirty sock. Are you going to start yelling at your partner for forgetting to wash the one sock that kind of got lost or something or fell to the side? No, you're going to say, oh, look, it's a sock. Okay, let me pull it, I guess, next time's laundry, or, it's my fault, my bad. I didn't put it in the drawer, like the bag the same way.
Okay. Another gripe I have with this, it sounds like OP is doing everything. And
I do have to admit, it does sound like they are doing most of the heavy lifting.
From kid drop-off, kid breakfast to kid drop-off to whatever else there was. But, and partner is not contributing to this morning routine, but has their own expectations of OP. Like, come on.
See, I wonder, because OP said at the end, I think OP mentioned something about the responsibilities that the partner has. See, I hate to comment on kind of who has the heavier load, because I'm wondering maybe there's some other things that we don't know about, like some sort of financial aspect. Maybe the partner who's sleeping in makes more money, which sometimes can affect the dynamic.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's right.
Okay, but the kids are both of your kids.
Oh, yeah.
So I feel like OP is just taking on
too much.
A lot in the mornings, yeah. So at the very least, and OP's not asking to do less, but the least the partner can do is just make their own breakfast or join in the morning and just not add to OP's morning load.
Yeah.
And it is true, even though you're working from home, you do have to be able to respect that time that your partner is working. Work from home is still work. So, I mean, if you were to be in office, there's no way you could demand OP to make you a bagel sandwich.
Yeah. And I know for some people that work from home, it's harder for them to kind of juggle the mental balance of, I'm like tuned into work right now. I'm mentally tuned into work. So that's what I want to do until, end of day or whatever, whenever they get off of work. Most people don't want to kind of let me log on, like do what I need to do. And then, oh shoot, I have to handle this. Then come back and forth. Most people don't want that disruption to their day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's got to be like some sort of solution. Let's see what the comments have to say. Okay. So comment. Start dating an adult that can pour some cereal into a bowl with milk or something. Your significant other sounds needy and entitled. They don't want to get up in a timely fashion to eat with everybody else when breakfast is fresh, hot, and on the table. They don't want cold food. They don't want to make their own breakfast. They want you to put everything on pause to make them breakfast. I roll my eyes and understand your opinion. You don't have to tend to an adult at their command, not the a-hole.
It's kind of weird that comment reminds me. It's kind of weird that the partner was saying, well, you're already waking up the kids for breakfast. Why can't you wake me up? I mean, you're not your kids. Why would you equate yourself to the same behavior of your children, right?
Exactly. And like the commenter said, it's just as an adult, you can be responsible for your own breakfast. That is such a basic human skill to have, is to feed yourself when you're hungry.
And here's the thing. What's interesting to me is OP doesn't even want, the regular, I guess what us regular people do.
Not
eggs
OP.
and stuff. I mean, sorry.
Yeah.
The partner. It's not like the partner wants, to be honest, cereal, milk, or something really fast, or a slice of toast. They want a toasted bagel with their cold cuts, which is still, to be honest, pretty easy to fix. See, I don't know if they identified, genders here at all, but no matter who the prince or princess or whomever royalty partner is lying in bed and snoozing, I think I would agree. A little bit too much entitlement, a little too little consideration. No, actually, a lot of too much little consideration for their partners. So, man, I want partners to be babied everywhere and have their partners spoil them.
But it should be
breakfast.
mutual babying.
Yes, agree. Mutual babying.
Yeah.
These comments are going to be like, V wants to be treated like a spoiled,
it's just
spoiled child.
It's not really spoiling. It's just treating each other with respect and love, right? Like there has to be a touch, a touch of affection and love in there. So it shouldn't just be all on one person. Just like share it.
Yeah. And that built-up resentment isn't good for your relationship either.
Mm-mm.
That little, I know it's something insignificant, right?
Yeah.
But things like this eventually, they blister, they bubble into something bigger. So you don't want it to get to that over a bagel.
I stand by my suggestion to OP can make the sandwich if OP feels like it, and partner can heat it up, air fry it, microwave it, something.
Controversial take.
Yeah. But good on OP for making these elaborate family breakfasts.
Because, couldn't be me. Wow, that's a lot of work.
Yeah, I mean, OP could have just very well handed the kids some slices of bread. Hey kids, make your own breakfast.
Lunchables, here you go.
Oh my god, Lunchables.
I used to admire the kids who got Lunchables at school.
Me too.
Because in my household, little context, guys, I come from a Vietnamese household, and so all my meals were home cooked, which as I got older, I understood how privileged I was in that situation. A lot of parents, they don't have time or the energy to make home cooked meals.
It's
for
a lot
kids.
healthier too.
Yeah. And to be honest, the food is delicious. I wasn't complaining about that. But as a kid, you admire what you don't have, and you want to be like the other kids, and all the other kids had Lunchables.
So I remember on field trips, I would bring banh mi. My mom, the easiest thing for her to pack me for a field trip. Oh, you have a field trip? Let's go pick up a banh mi.
Ooh.
And then she would put the banh mi in my lunch bag or school bag to bring on the field trip. And everybody else pulled out a Lunchable during lunch. Yeah. And I was embarrassed to pull out the banh mi.
Yeah.
So I loved banh mi. But for some reason, in a school setting, I was embarrassed because I guess compared to Lunchables, it does have a stronger smell to it because of the meats in it and stuff like that. And then now as an adult, I'm like, why did I want a Lunchable over banh mi?
Right?
Yeah.
I used to get, and it was always a very balanced meal. I had a little, rice, some eggs, some meat, a little bit of stewed meat. My goodness. I sound
Your
like
mom's a
bougie
great
child.
cook.
I'm very glad and blessed to have, my mom that cooks a lot of food. But it's just, thinking about it now, I even more appreciate it, especially when a partner cooks. I love it when people cook for me. Not to, I feel like, I don't want to say I feel the same way as the partner. No. But I feel the same desire as the partner. It's like,
But
yes,
you
feed
are
me.
there on time
Yes,
for the fresh food.
But I will show up. I will wake up at the crack of dawn.
And
for
if something's
good
cold,
food.
you will throw it in the air
Yes,
fryer. You're
yes.
like #1 air fryer queen.
She was like, time to air fry this.
It's like, oh, it took 5 minutes for it to get here. Let me just throw it in the air fryer.
So here's the thing. So I don't know if this is weird or not, okay? So whenever there's a food, like for me, food is I have a very strong relationship with food. Oh my God, they're going to listen to this and say, this is just going to be a podcast about food now. Changing the topic of the podcast. No, just kidding. But when I heat up food, guys, for me, it is an art that I want to heat it up the right way for best reheating food experience. Like if it's something, like I'll test it out whether if the bread is better, heat up in a microwave with a little cold towel on top, or if it's better in air fryer. Like for me, it's not about convenience. It's more about what way is the best to eat the food. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I love your appreciation for food.
Let us know in the comments, guys, if you're a more microwave person when it comes to food, or air fryer, or toaster, or stove.
Just like V appreciates how well her food gets reheated. We would appreciate you guys if you guys could click subscribe, because we're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. And we would appreciate everyone that does subscribe to our channel to listen to our little stories.
Please do.
So what do you think that OP should do? Do you think OP should take a break to make their partner a warm, fresh-made breakfast with love? Or do you think that there's another solution, like maybe the partner can make their own breakfast? Well, let us know in the comments below if you have your own take on this story.
And don't forget, if you're listening to us on YouTube, please subscribe, guys. And also like this video, share it with a friend. Let us know your thoughts below. And if you're listening on Spotify, don't forget to follow us and give it 5 stars.
Give us 5 stars. Talk to you later.
Bye.
I like these stories. They're fun.
So good.